Well, bargaining between the Alberta teachers and the province appears to be breaking down further again. The province filing a complaint accusing the union of misleading families. The union says the province is trying to sabotage negotiations, and all of this is happening less than 3 weeks from a strike deadline. Jason Foster is a public relations professor at Athabasca University. Joins us this morning for his take on this. Let's start off with the province making this legal challenge. What's your take on that?
Well, I mean, this is obviously an attempt to try and sort of sway public opinion, about, the teachers are kind of misleading and they're not telling the truth to their members. It's not an unusual tactic, but it very much is just kind of aimed at public opinion, I think, and it's certainly not helping find a resolution to the problem.
Now, the ATA pretty swift in their response yesterday, calling this sabotage, really airing this out in the public. What does that mean to you as far as negotiations go?
Well, yeah, that's a natural response, right? Because one side's going to say X, the other side's going to naturally then immediately say Y, right? Like, that's how this plays out. And so it's not unexpected that they're going to challenge this. And I think they have a point, right? Like, I believe that if they were actually serious about trying to get a deal, the parties would be pretty quiet right now, right? Like, they would be at the table trying to figure this out. And so the fact that they're still kind of squabbling in public makes me a little concerned that they're not making the progress that I think we all hope that they would make.
Okay, so all of this is happening with a strike deadline looming. The teachers have said they will go on strike October 6th. Can they go on strike earlier than that, or are they stuck to that now that they've announced that?
Well, I think they're stuck to it out of their own strategic decision. Okay. I mean, legally, they can give 72 hours notice and go. So they could go earlier. I think they made a decision that they wanted to give parents a little bit of certainty, a little bit of, you're okay until this date. So I think that that was their plan. That was kind of what they're thinking. So I imagine they're going to stick with that at this point. But legally, they could shift. I just don't anticipate that they will.
What would you say to families, parents, and everybody else who's watching this unfold in the news, all trying to figure out what's going to happen come the first week of October?
Well, I guess I would just sort of advise, make some contingency plans, right? Obviously hope for the best, but prepare. Make sure you've got some childcare figured out. Make sure you talk to your employer, see if you can get some arrangements, because it's unpredictable. Often in these kinds of disputes, the resolution happens at the last second. And so it's entirely possible that we see something on October 4th, October 5th is where they come up with a deal. Or they may not, and then it happens as of October 6th.
In your best analysis, given where we're at right now, with things sort of escalating in the public, as you said, if we were close, we'd be quiet. We are not quiet right now. Do you think there is enough time to reach a deal or even a last-minute deal? Oh,
there's definitely time. Time is certainly what the parties have on their side at the moment, because you can get this done in a day, right? Okay. If you're focused, if you're determined, you can make a deal happen. So there definitely is time. I think what I've been concerned about in the last couple of days that I wasn't before is that they don't seem in a position where they're actually sitting down and getting focused. They're still, the government is still throwing out barbs, sort of it's too busy trying to focus on public relations rather than actual getting at the table and doing some collective bargaining.
Okay, well, we'll certainly follow this closely as it continues to unfold. We certainly appreciate your advice as well and your insight. All we can do right now is continue to monitor this as it affects thousands of families in the city. We will have the latest for you right here and, of course, on our website, ctvnewsedmonton.ca.